Good, yes, good for ya. You got to give it up for the brother. He got it going on. Hooper, gonna tear us out.
Hey everybody, thanks for making your way back to the channel. Today we're out in Shelton, Washington, playing the Shelton Springs disc golf course. You've seen me play the red layout already, but I've got some exciting news. I am moving from MA3 to MA2. I played my last MA3 tournament at Riverside last week, and so everything moving forward is going to be MA2 and beyond. I would still like your comments as to what you'd like me to do moving forward on the channel, whether you'd like me to replay some courses that I've already played with some higher skill, or just keep trying to find new courses. Today out here in Shelton, we're going to play the Timberclaw course. It's the white layout, if that's what you're familiar with. My understanding is there is a new pin opened up. That's going to be hole 12C, as well as potentially some new tee boxes. I haven't been out here in probably a month, so we'll see what changes have been made. My wife and our bagel Mildred are going to be here in just a second. Once they get here, we'll get started, and at that time I'll get a hat. I know I look silly without the hat. One's going on because I fell naked. But as she gets here, we'll take off here on Shelton Springs, Timberclaw, white hole 1. Well, the wife got here, she brought me the hat. I feel much better, not so naked. Hole 1 here on Timberclaw is 270 feet. It is a par 3. Tight window here to start with, so we're gonna go with the heat right up the gut, try and get down there quite a ways, and then hopefully have a putt. I pulled it a little bit, but it's down there. That will do. Great shot, wife. That's a pretty good drive. I got this tree in a not so convenient spot, so let's see if we can squeak by it to the left. Oh, well, we squeaked by it, hit that band, hole 1 par. That's not too awful. Hole 2 is 285 feet, dog leg to the left. We have that dyed Hades. We're gonna go through this middle gap here, try and get her to keep going left as it's flying, and get us at least a look. That's down there, that'll be a look. So it was a blind shot for me, but Mrs. Cooper says that it floated down around to the side, caught into the bark, got up on edge, rolled to the pin, and then off to the side. If it's got to roll out, that's the way to do it. Alrighty, here we have hole 3, brand new tee box. They use the old tee pad for the center. I've never actually played from this position either way. The old white used to be over by the, probably a pump shed or whatever that is over there. The springboard tee box is over here, so it's kind of in the middle of that. We're still going 750 feet. If you can see the yellow markers, there is now a hazard right in the center. If you can see the white markers, there's OB on that outside. So all of the obstacles, a lot of distance. I say we throw a Hades at it, see how far down the fairway we can get. Not an ideal throw, but I think I went over the hazard over there. That's good. Like I thought, I did clear the hazard line only by a couple of feet, but we got her. If you can see the blue stake there and the white dot on the tree, I'm gonna try and get through there. I've got a Zeus. It's probably too much, but I'm gonna go a little high and then hopefully crash down that direction. Yeah, not bad at all. Well, second shot here got us to the white pin. White pin is 200 feet out, I believe. Red pin is up there, but I think it's a little further because that's pushed back. So let's try the forehand flexi, see if we can get it to get down there close, give us a birdie look. Oh, that's not flexi at all. Terrible shot on my part. Well, let's save the par instead. Well, that was definitely not an ideal approach. Let's see if we can just get close and save that par. Ah, that shouldn't be too hard to do. Oh, one for me, one for the wife. I'll take my par and keep on going. Hole 4 is 295 feet. I'm gonna throw the Hades. I want a little bit of a flip up, let it crash down there. I don't need the 320 that I normally get with the Hades recently. So I'm not gonna give it everything. We'll just see if we can get her to flip up and get down there. Should be a putt, probably circle's edge. Yeah, I called it, circle's edge. I am just outside, which means I can step putt. So let's give that a shot and try and connect with some chains here with the bullet. That'll do. That will do. I know we talked about this already. I have that new Mason Ford bullet. It's a little more stable than my other ones, so I'm keeping it in the bag for situations like that. Hole 5, we get to 535 feet. It is a par 4. I'm seeing a new Mando on this tree. It takes away the route that I had been taking. So I think that we're gonna go with a forehand towards the red tee pad, hopefully skip through the main gap in the trees up there and have a look to get a good approach. That is exactly what I wanted. Hopefully we push through some of those trees. I did not push through the trees like I wanted to. I'm not sure if I want to try and throw the underworld down through there or maybe a high skipping shot out. I think that way. Let's do a high skipping shot out that way. So we'll drop the underworld, try something else. Cut another tree, but I think that was still the best option. From here, I see a forehand and a backhand, but it looks like the forehand line is a little bit more open. Where's our posts at? I don't see them. Oh, there it is. So there's a white post back behind me, which means that's 200. I'm going to say we're on a 160 here. Just try and get close. Didn't want to hit that tree. It kicked us to the right, but it kicked us to circle's edge. Let's see what we can do from there. Well, unlike our last circle's edge putt, I am inside the circle this time, so no step. Let's just see if we can hit some chains. Oh, so close. Player 2 is 1,000 rated, if I haven't told you guys before. Way to go, player 2, but that gives us our first bogey of the round. Unfortunately, this is not a hole you want to get that bogey on. We'll make it back on the next one, though. Well, I just ended up hitting too many trees on that hole to save a par. Gave us a long putt. Player 2 is 1,000 rated, and player 2 was that Mason Ford bullet that we were talking about earlier. Hole number 6 is 320 feet. Tight little gap here. There's a Mando on the tree. Once we get through that gap, we want to go another 80 feet and then start fading around to the left. Basket is way down in there. I have been successful with a heat recently, so why don't we try that? Oh, go way wide. I think I am just long of the red tee box. Pulled that. Well, I got myself into a pickle here. You saw me pull that. As good as the standstill throws have been, I'm only about 60% on accuracy on those standstill throws. I'm still rounding a little bit instead of pulling through, so that one I definitely rounded and I paid the price. So I'm stuck here in this junk. This is going to have to be a roller just to get out, so try and get close, try and save the 4. I went into some bushes down there. Hopefully it's okay. Well, I got most of the way through this bush. Not quite enough to have a free and clear putt, but we're there. We're gonna throw that Mason forward. We learned our lesson. Let's see if he likes chains. Let's see if he still likes chains. Oh, he does still like chains. So Mason's been 100% today. He may have earned his way into my bag. You know, the funny thing about that Mason Ford Bullet is it's been sitting in my house for, I don't know, 8 months, 9 months, and it just didn't feel the same as my other bullets, so I hadn't played with them until I left my putting bullets at Nad Park. Thanks for getting those back to me, by the way. So I had to play with him, and since putting him in my bag, he has made some clutch putts. So I think, Mason, officially, your putter has worked its way into my bag. Hole 7, 345 degrees. Down here at the end of the field, this field opening span through the power lines generally gets pretty windy. Right now it's pretty calm, so I'm gonna just throw something straight and hard. I'm just trying to get edge of circle 2, and I could make another putt with Mason. Let's see what happens. Maybe a little shorter circle 2, but it's still down there. I don't see any circle 2 whiskers, but I do think that I am just inside circle 2. Mason, here we go. That was a good run. There it is. Mason did his job. Clean up with the other bullet. Well, we saw some new pin positions already for white. I'm also seeing a new pin position up here for the gold layout. It is closer, but they made it a par 3, while the other 3 tee boxes are par 4s. So gold is still the harder option. But here on hole 8, it's 560 feet. I definitely don't have the distance to get there, so we're gonna try and get to the fairway as close to the tree line as we can. I'm gonna go backhand, turn over, hopefully float back into the fairway there. Oh, not enough turnover, but it's okay. That'll play. That's better. While we're at it, let's check out this new bag. Wife just got it this week. I think that she likes it. She's only used it out here in Shelton. But what I did is, you saw the video that I filmed, 2 weeks ago out at Lakewood, not Ralph Williamson. I took my Emerald City script. I went up the road to Emerald City Discs, walked in, handed them the cards and said, hey, I need a bag and a cart. What do you have? May we recommend a Zuka cart? We have our Zukas in a wide range of colors and shapes. So I sent my wife a wide range of colors and shapes. I was going to give her the decision, but as you've seen my orange bag and my orange cart, might as well get her an orange cart. Best part about the Zuka bag, that guy right there. So you might see this out on the field when I am in tournaments, because I am 40 now and I might be playing MA40. Great spot to lay down. Plenty of room for your discs. She doesn't have a full bag, and this is a good bag for that because they stay standing up and vertical. Lots of room for storage, water bottles, side storage for putters, and definitely easy to move around the course. So thanks, Emerald City Discs.
Thank you.
Well, this is gross. I didn't get myself in a very ideal spot. Hi, Mildred. Bunch of trees going through the window there. I've also got some left to right wind. I think that my option is a roller, try and get through there a little ways, and approach to save the par. Let's go with that. Oh, that wind just took it. Yeah, I don't know what to do. I don't play in the wind very often. Well, I tried the forehand roller to no success. Now I just want to get close enough to where I can have a putt and try and go around the left side of all those trees with the forehand crave. I think that will do. Oh, that was a good forehand approach to save that par. I think we're still sitting at -1. -1 or any negative number here on white's going to be great. I was shooting for even, so negatives are good. Hole 9 is a 290-foot par 3. There is a forehand route over there. There's a backhand route, and there's a straightaway route. I think I'm going to go with a Hades, let it flip out, and hopefully come back in. Par at worst, hopefully. Flip. That certainly did not flip at all, but it's down there. Let's save that par. Go. Oh. Well, made that to hole 10. I know you're wondering why we're still rolling, because normally we'll do 9 holes, flip over to the back 9, do another 9 holes. It's a 21 hole layout here now. Once we get back to 12, we're also going to have 12 A, B, and C. Of course, that's going to be on the back 11 video. We're going to finish up here on hole 10, 480-foot par 4. A little bit of a headwind once we get out there into the opening, so I'm going to throw a backhand, let it turn over a little bit, try and get to the 200 marker, and then throw in from there. That wind really whipped it around, but it rolled back out of the tall grass. I wanted to see that go in the basket. It is definitely close. Kind of windy, like I said, on that hole. Finished up with a par. That leaves us -1 on the front 10. Make sure you come back and follow us there on the back 11. If you're liking the content, as always, like, comment, subscribe, share, do all the things that YouTube likes you to do. Come on back and see us on the backside.